Out the door.
Okay, wait. You're gonna be carrying your stuff, so somebody carry something. Pretend.
Oh yeah. Okay. Perfect.
He's like, dang, these parents in here.
So they'll set up
And they said, by
And then
the
they
way,
can
when they
just-
come in, it'll be up to the kids' discretion whether they shake hands or not.
Wait, who are you? I'm sorry. You
Because
didn't
of
tell me your
COVID
name.
and stuff
Oh.
like
My
that,
name's Liam Bear.
He had to look
they
this
told the
What?
judges that they don't.
Nice to meet you.
I don't know, when I had the score sheet,
Brolin,
wasn't reading.
nice to meet you.
I think
You
it's
need
more
to say
professional.
like, hi, I'm Lee.
And then you have setup time now. Now you're setting up, right? Is that what we're doing? Okay.
Well, they give them like 3 minutes to set up
Yeah.
before.
So you set up before and then introduce. Okay, did you hear that?
Set up and then introduce, but go ahead.
So yeah.
Alright, so our game is Angles of Business. Our team consists of Drake, me, and Brolin.
What is Angles of Business? It's a game where you have to strike a deal with some very serious triangle-headed businessmen. Objective in the game. So, what you gotta do is you have to impress them and seal a deal, while also being charming and being polite. Programming language. It's developed in Penguinbot. It's a lightweight cross-platform programming language. It's visual code and it should work on any browser. Why do we make it?
Hey, somebody else talk.
Yeah, are you guys, do you have a plan for all three of you to talk? Or
He just kind of took over. Yeah.
So
he was the only
let
one
Drake
there.
handle all of the programming language
Yeah.
stuff, the how-tos, and don't read the slides.
Yeah.
did
Put it in your own words and make it sound.
regionals though, right?
And you gotta know these cold. What comes
Oh
next?
my gosh.
So you guys have to decide on who is going to start it out and
Yeah.
introduce what the game is, what it's called. He can go into the programming languages, then another person take the next part.
We made Angles of Business because we want to teach people Japanese business.
practice
Etiquette.
We wanted to teach people Japanese business etiquette, and we also wanted people to have fun while playing the game.
We're also expanding to other countries.
Love it.
Maybe rephrase that, say, our first, we decided to first do Japanese business etiquette, and later on we're gonna be branching out to other countries. This is just our first.
Preview of the game.
Preview. We're gonna play it.
And everybody will do this transition of switching over from presentation to video game.
Alright, see, you read what you're supposed to do in this little book. And you click country. Yes, it is crucial that we consider all long-term possibilities. The foundation must be strong. Before we begin, we would like to hear your thoughts. What do you think is the most important consideration in such arrangements? Now, they like to be addressed formally, so I would pick that. So, what you do is you're having a conversation, and eventually you'll be prompted to answer what they're asking you. We prefer to take the time to build something lasting, even if the results are not immediate. A rushed decision can compromise the integrity of the whole. Of course, patience is always often rewarded in the long run. Still, it is important to balance patience with decisive action. In your experience, how do you find balance? Through strong relationships, we will solve these problems together. A well-considered response. Building on that, let us explore the potential risks. Identifying these early. A proactive approach to risk management ensures stability. What risks do you foresee in such arrangements?
You fail one.
I'm just not gonna answer.
And then
I'm stumped. I don't know what this question. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. This has been a productive conversation. Thank you for your insight. I believe we are making progress toward a strong foundation.
So is that the right answer, or are you going through each of the answers?
Oh, I'm going through each of these. I'm answering to what they're asking me, but if I don't know what to do and I don't answer, I bark at them. I don't know what to say. I think that's the best response. I flop the deal.
How long do they have to present?
7 minutes.
Okay,
So you guys don't have to work on how you're gonna split it up? When you're
so
gonna
maybe
say.
You
like,
get penalized if you go over. Just be aware.
I think Drake can come in and introduce it, or Liam can come in and introduce it. Brolin can talk about why they made the game, and somebody can do the preview. And is that the end, basically, of the
Correct.
presentation?
Well, then there's a Q&A.
Okay,
Okay,
so
Drake,
let's try it again.
another thing that I would add, that as you're showing them the game, explain, oh, they have 3 choices that they can make to which answer they want to choose. And then explain to them, I'm gonna make a good choice this time.
Yeah.
And then
Show them what it looks
show
like.
them what it looks like and saying, okay, this is what they'll get when they make a good choice. Then you explain, okay, here's the question for the next one, and here's their choices. I'm going to make, and then explain to them, I'm going to choose a wrong choice, and you'll see that they get barked at.
So do you want, Drake, do you feel more comfortable introducing it and talking about the programming language, and then have Liam go through the demo, or do you want Liam to introduce it?
I'll go through the demo. Leave can
You're gonna talk about the programming language, Liam?
No, he
I know, that's why I
Drake-
think Drake is probably best suited talking about the programming language.
I know, but
Since he's
we're
the-
saying, I'm doing the preview of the game and he's talking
Right,
about the program.
right, right, I thought you meant previous, like, so why don't you guys go back out and do it again?
I'm gonna put some tips on here for you guys to look at while you're going over this.
You boys listening? Okay, these tips go to you guys too.
Sorry, I'm taking over here.
No. Okay, think
Last
about
one,
body language, your pauses and filler words, and your transitions, okay?
Okay.
If you guys have to sway or
Nice to meet
tick
you,
or
Brolin,
move,
Brolin,
tap your
to meet
foot
you,
or
Brolin.
your toe inside your shoe.
My name is Drake. It's good to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Drake.
Good eye contact.
Yes.
Okay. Our game is Angles of Business. Our team consists of Drake, me, and Brolin.
Okay, hold on just
I
a
would
second.
say I'm Liam.
When you're introducing, put a little energy into it and say, hi, judge. You remember Shark Tank?
Yeah.
Think of Shark Tank. Hi, judges.
Yep.
I'm Liam. This is Drake. And this is Brolin. Our team, we made up the game
Angles of business.
Angles of Business. And in this Angles of Business, we blah, blah, and then explain it. Okay? I know that you're going to be nervous, and it's okay.
Yeah.
No, that's fine.
But fake it till you make it.
Okay.
Okay?
He's
All right,
done it
try
2
it
times.
again.
He's got this.
Okay.
Try it again, Liam.
All the way back. All the way back.
There you go.
Hi judges, this is our game, Angles of Business. So our team consisted of Brolin, me, and Drake.
No. Try it, we'll practice, but I think
Yeah.
what you wanna say is our team consists
you
of
missing a
myself,
picture?
Liam, or I'm Liam, and my team is Brolin, Drake. You know what I mean? So that they know that you're Liam.
I mean, hasn't he done this 2 times? And they got
I mean,
No,
yeah, he
Drake
did.
went for regionals by
Yeah.
himself.
I
and
would
then they
also
went to-
add
Yeah.
in your
Without
presentations, what role each of you played.
these 2 went.
So this is the
Meaning,
first time for
like,
3.
Drake was the
I know,
coder.
but
He did most of the coding of everything, and then talk about what you guys contributed to this. You know, I helped make sure the presentation
right, that's what I
ran,
mean,
and
is-
we helped develop the game ideas and whatever the case may be. Because that's what's going to be on the coaches' minds as well. And so as you explain your team, that's a good opportunity to be able to explain what role each of you guys did.
I used to be a software tester.
Okay,
My
who's gonna
husband
go over
currently
what it is?
codes.
Angles
And
of
I think we
Business
need to run a
is
full
a
edit.
game
We didn't
about
really, he
Japanese
asked a couple
business
questions
etiquette,
the first
but
round,
we're gonna
so
add
we
more
didn't
countries
fit.
so
I'm
we
like,
can learn about other countries' business etiquette.
And Angles of Business, you have to strike a deal with two serious triangle-headed businessmen, and they're gonna ask you questions, and you'll have a certain amount of time to answer. If you answer wrong, then a little thumb will point downwards, and you'll flop the deal.
You'll market them. That's the worst thing you can do in a meeting.
The objective in the game is
Love it.
to strike a deal with the two triangle-headed businessmen. And like he said, answering the questions, if you answer them right, you get more points. But if you answer them incorrectly or run out of time, you'll lose points.
You'll bark at them. Okay. The programming language. This is developed in Penguin Mod. Penguin Mod is lightweight, cross-compatible. It works on your phone. It works on your tablet, your computer. It's built on the browser. It can also export to web apps, and it's built on WebGL, which means it'll probably be compatible with almost everything. WebGL is the graphics library that builds browsers.
Great.
We made Angles of Business to teach people business etiquette all around different countries. Right now we only did Japanese business etiquette.
I'm developing other countries.
And yeah.
So we went through that slide already once, right?
Mhm.
In the beginning. So they may want to do you guys have that that slide
Okay.
twice?
Now, as he's getting the game ready, one of you guys need to talk to the judges. This is the part of transitions. That now we're gonna show you a preview of the game. And Liam's gonna go ahead and get that set up. And when one of you guys need to know when that slide's coming up, so that you can go ahead and just start doing it while the other person's explaining it. So that hopefully by the time you get done, he gets done talking to the judges, you've got it up and ready.
Yeah.
Now, this is our game. Angles of Business, Japanese etiquette. So you have a study guide over here, and these hands direct you to the different pages. And once you're finishing reading that, you can click on this, and it's a control manual. It'll show you how to play and what these things mean. And now to start, you're going to click the flag. And now this is you and your two triangulated businessmen. And then they ask you questions, and then you have a certain amount of time to answer the question. So, I'm gonna lock in that one.
And then make a point to have them notice the thumbs up
Yeah.
or whatever.
And then if you get a question correctly, it'll make the thumb go higher up to say that you're doing well. And now if I get a question wrong, it'll just do this, and the thumb goes farther down. And now, if I run out of time,
I'm more safe.
No, you're okay.
you bark.
That was your
I'm
cue.
sealing the deal.
Right.
Good.
Now you can see I did not do well. So, and then that's our game.
Good walkthrough.
It his word.
And then you can say, do you have any questions?
Do you have any questions?
See, the next character.
And then they'll ask you questions, like, what was your biggest trial, or what was the hardest part about making this game?
So what role did each of you have?
So these are some of the questions they're gonna be asking.
Oh, okay.
So just be.
Do you want to practice the answer or are we not?
They're not set questions, it's whatever they
It's
decide to
smile.
ask.
Okay.
Yeah.
Act
There's no-
like,
yeah.
even if you're not happy to be there, act like it. Okay?
Yeah, we know
Body
you guys are
language.
tired and we
Yeah.
know it's us, but I know that Liam will,
And Liam,
They'll-
you did
they'll do
really
it when
well
they get
Cause
there,
planning
but-
this
they're
one.
gonna feed off of your energy.
Yeah,
If you're
you wanna
excited to
have-
be there and you wanna show them this game, this is something you guys worked hard on, right? So be excited that you're there. I mean,
Seal the
I
deal.
mean, there is a over, if you're too excited or something, but right
You wanna
now,
look genuine.
I'm telling you to be excited so that you get that energy flowing, okay? Because that will also get us as judges involved in your presentation. If you're excited to be there, let me show you this thing. This is the greatest game since sliced bread, you know, and walk them through. You did a great job in walking them through.
You guys
Okay.
wanna try it one more time?
So I just wanna, two things that I think you guys should just bring up when you're doing it. Liam, you did a really good job. But the study guide's always there, and so they can study while they're playing. But also on top of that, when it ends, it's really easy to go back in and play again, and that's something you wanna tell them, that's the educational part.
Yeah.
If you fail, you start over and you go through it again, and you start over and you go through it again until you get the questions right, so that's how you learn. Because I think an important part is that it actually can teach somebody those concepts in a fun way.
Yeah.
So you guys did good.
Yeah. Good
Yeah,
job.
great job on both.
Yeah.
All of you guys are doing good.
Good job,
I
guys.
think you guys just need to practice more.